Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into 4 essential English phrases that can help you navigate conversations with ease. Whether you're solving a tricky problem or offering a helping hand, these phrases will come in handy. We'll cover, that's a tough one, what's the next step? How did you do that? And I'd love to help. You'll also learn their variations, example sentences, and some interesting insights. Ready? Let's get started. Don't forget to read along out loud. That's a tough one. This phrase is used to express that something is difficult to figure out or solve. Imagine you're asked a challenging question or faced with a problem that doesn't have an easy solution. Example 1. That's a tough one. I'm not sure how to resolve it right now. Example 2. That's a tough one. I need more time to think about it. Variations include, that's tricky. Example, that's tricky. I don't have an answer off the top of my head. That's not easy. Example, that's not easy to explain. It's pretty complicated. That's a hard question. Example, that's a hard question. I'll have to do some research. That's challenging. Example, that's challenging, but I'll give it my best shot. That's a bit complicated. Example, that's a bit complicated. Let's break it down step by step. An interesting point to note is that people use this phrase to acknowledge the difficulty of a situation without giving an immediate answer, which can be a great way to buy time to think. What's the next step? This phrase is used to ask about the following actions or decisions in a process. Picture this. You've completed a task or are in the middle of a project and want to know what comes next. Example 1. We've finished the presentation. What's the next step? Example 2. What's the next step after we submit the application? Variations include, what comes next? Example, we've done all the prep work. What comes next? Where do we go from here? Example, the meeting is over. Where do we go from here? What's the plan from here? Example, we've collected the data. What's the plan from here? What's the next move? Example, now that we have the approval, what's the next move? How do we proceed? Example, we've secured the funding. How do we proceed? An interesting point is that this phrase helps keep a project or conversation moving forward and is commonly used in both professional and casual settings to show initiative. 3. How did you do that? This phrase is used to ask someone how they accomplished something, especially when it seems impressive or unusual. Imagine you notice someone has done something skillful or creative, and you want to learn their process. For example, wow, how did you do that? That was amazing. Or, how did you do that? I've never seen anyone solve that puzzle so quickly. You can also say, how did you manage that? Like how did you manage that? You made it look so easy. Another variation is, what's your secret? For instance, what's your secret to getting it done so fast? Or you might ask, how exactly did you pull that off? For example, that presentation was perfect. How exactly did you pull that off? Another way to say it is, how did you figure that out? Like, how did you figure that out? I couldn't crack the code. And finally, how were you able to do that? For example, that's incredible. How were you able to do that without any help? Asking someone how they achieve something not only helps you learn, but also shows that you appreciate their skill or creativity. 4. I'd love to help. This phrase is used to express a genuine willingness or eagerness to assist someone with something. Picture a friend or colleague mentioning they need help with a project, and you're offering your assistance. For example, I'd love to help with organizing the event. Just let me know what I can do. Or, I'd love to help you study for the exam. I'm free this weekend. You might also say, I'd be happy to help. For instance, I'd be happy to help with the presentation. Just send me the details. Another variation is, I'm here if you need any help. Like, if you need assistance with that, I'm here if you need any help. Or you could say, let me know how I can help. For example, I've got some free time this afternoon. Let me know how I can help. Another way to offer help is, I'm available if you need help. Like, I'm available if you need help with the report next week. And finally, count me in to help. For instance, I love being part of this project. Count me in to help with the final touches. Offering help using these phrases shows kindness and generosity and builds strong relationships, whether at work or in personal life. That's it for today's lesson. Now you've got 4 fantastic English phrases. That's a tough one. What's the next step? How did you do that? And I'd love to help, along with several variations to help you navigate a wide range of conversations. These phrases show thoughtfulness, curiosity, and willingness to engage, which are essential for smooth communication. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on your favorite phrase. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.